You want me to say that again?
Yeah, do that again. We're live. Do that again, Corey.
Perfect way to
Be
start.
controversial.
Yeah. Oh, the king has spoken.
What's up, everybody? It is Monday, September 29th. Coming at you live from my office, but we've got Adam, Label King, Peak, coming
Hey guys.
from Pack Expo in Las Vegas with his 6-7 shirt.
Yeah, check it out. If you see me at the show, we got the resin code 6 with Avelio, and then on the back we got 7 with Corey's face.
Oh my god, that's my picture. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I love
and
it.
Then our we're always on trend.
Mm-hmm. Our fashionable pick.
I hope you made one of those for me and Avelio.
Right now it's one of one because I didn't know how stupid and ridiculous it would be. And it is.
Yeah, when you resell it on StockX, it'll be like $1,000.
Well, I already wore it. It's on, so I can't wear it. I can't resell it on StockX. But maybe Goat. Maybe I can sell it used on Goat.
It's more valuable that you wore it, right? It's like when Kobe, if you got one of his old jerseys, it's worth more that he wore it.
That's it.
What's up, Brandon? How's it going? Then you've
Brandon.
also got Corey the Caveman. Connor's joining us. I don't know where this caveman thing came from, but it's Corey Corrugated.
I love it.
Connor's host of Sustainable Packaging Podcast. You are at SPC
Advanced, live from Boston. Beautiful here. What an awesome place. I'm so impressed with this city and this event.
Do you like apples?
I do.
How do you like them?
I like them a lot. Yeah, they're delicious. I got to get to Southie so I can represent.
You can say that.
You don't need to do that. That's cultural appropriation. They'll know that you're from the corrugated industry immediately and kick you out of there.
I was with Mikey Pasciutto last night, who is a local here, so he gave me a pass to say some of those things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Talking about being canceled and all that good stuff. I hear, so my dog hates you guys. Corey, I heard you lost a follower because you're paid by Big Cardboard.
That's right. Yeah, I lost a follower this week on LinkedIn. They messaged me telling me they were unfollowing me because I support cardboard as a sustainable packaging material. And it made me feel really good. Like, okay, we're doing the right thing here. So obviously that person is not interested in actual sustainability.
Yeah, I always think it's funny when somebody's like, hey, you're paid by Big whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Big label. I get it all the time. It's like
big label. Yeah. Bigsticker.com. Yeah.
By a bumper.
You know what they say, right? Walk tall and carry a big sticker.
That's right. I've heard that. Oh, that's awesome.
I don't know, man. It's crazy. I am not at an event, but as a designer, both of these events, when you're on the creative side, you don't typically hear about going to Pack Expo in terms of like looking for inspiration, seeing the latest in packaging trends, but you're seeing a lot of manufacturing. And then SPC is another one that you're not like, hey, I got to get to SPC because I want to get inspired in design. There's a bunch of different shows that you go to. There's like Creative South. There's like some of the AIGA ones that are put on. There's like Adobe Max. There used to be the Dieline Live. That's gone by the wayside. But why would somebody go to Pack Expo?
Yeah, I mean, especially on the creative side, I would say that there's a lot of really great equipment. No, but I was waiting for you to cut me off. I was like stalling, waiting to be cut off.
No, I'm being serious. It's like matters.
Oh yeah, we didn't do the intro.
Yeah, you didn't do the intro yet.
No, but go ahead.
So also you've got like the waste, like what happens to all the stuff you design? Where does it go? How is how's the ink treated in the water? You could learn about that.
Man,
Cardboard.
we
Is
lost
there
you for a second, Corey.
Is there an echo? Hello?
Oh no, Corey, what happened?
I don't know.
All right, there we go. All right, man. So why go to SPC? What am I going to learn at SPC? What?
I said nothing. You should have come to Las Vegas. I think we've lost Corey. Maybe
Corey's
he's back.
Corey's back.
He's back.
All right, Corey. Why? All right, Adam. Why go to SPC? What is it?
SPC is a Sustainable Packaging Coalition. They do events pretty regularly. I've been to one of them actually in Boston, and
Hey, do you like apples?
I got a number. How do you like them apples? Yeah, for designers, I think anybody in packaging, if you are, whether you're designing it or whether you're hosting talk shows that are solid C minus talk shows because of internet connections, whatever your role is
C+.
within the packaging space, a show like SPC or Pack Expo is going to be useful. Is it the best use of your time and money? I don't, that depends on what the type of things that you're designing. But if you want to be around people who are, just very, very into obviously sustainability, and you want to know how that's going to impact your design, because you're designing for brands and brands are at SPC, you're designing for brands are at Pack Expo. There's a lot of brands that show up at Pack Expo to understand not just what happens to their stuff, but how is it made. And it's also just a networking time. I mean, last night I connected up with Jared Spencer and Mick Arnold, and we had a great time just hanging out and talking about the struggles and you just don't get to meet a lot of other people in the packaging industry. So I think they're good for that too.
Agreed.
So, and what's SPC, Corey?
SPC, the Sustainable Packaging Coalition. It's a nonprofit, and it is focused on improving the circularity and sustainability of packaging materials through their How to Recycle label, through the whole green blue overarching organization has really done a good job, especially with these two shows, SPC Advance, and there's another one, SPC
Intermediate.
Low key. I don't remember what it's called, but that one will be in Nashville in April. This is a real gathering of EPR experts, packaging experts, brands. It's fascinating and lots.
What kind of brands are showing up to this
to learn? I just saw a panel with a person from L'Oreal and a gentleman from Kraft Heinz talking about how small format packaging is difficult to make it through a MRF, and how they're working to fix that with a company called Closed Loop Partners.
They're just making the small packaging bigger.
No, actually, they're working to collect it through equipment and interesting logistics. It was fascinating.
Is anybody there? Like I'm seeing this packaging right here for these nuts. Is this a way that maybe people are coming up with circularity and sustainability for like these specific nuts right here, honey roasted?
I think the guys from Mind Goblin are probably talking about that.
Yeah, definitely.
But, all right. So as a creative, going to these shows, going to SPC, sometimes you don't feel like you're getting the most out of it. Going to Pack Expo, because you go in with this mentality of, I'm looking for design inspiration. I'm looking for, process, something that I haven't seen before. Right. And maybe you just need to go into these a little bit more open-minded. Like, let me go in, instead of I need to find, you're not walking into a live Pinterest, you're walking into an opportunity to be educated, right? To learn what happens behind the scenes, what happens in the production, maybe you'll find a new process that you weren't thinking of. Maybe you'll find a new fold. Maybe you find a new machine. So when you're talking to a manufacturer, you're like, hey, can your machine do X? Right. And then you
Right.
can kind of design towards that. Or you're seeing some fulfillment. Cause like I'm at Pack Expo. Are you seeing filling machines for liquids, for soft goods, for food? Are you seeing that kind of stuff on the floor?
Yeah. Excuse me.
Then,
Man, it's all
Right.
the cigarettes I was smoking last night on the strip. The third hand. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff to see. I mean, Pack Expo is massive. I mean, there's food processing, there's waste management, there's packaging automation, robotics. There's a lot of ways to be educated. I still think the best part of these shows isn't that. The best part of the shows is connecting up with other people while you're here. I really
agree.
honestly think that is the value. Like when I was at Label Expo in Europe, I got to go meet with like 6 vendors for Label King in a day. I would have had to fly all around the world to go meet with these people, and I just got to go, okay, let me ask you some questions, let me go ask you some questions. So if you're a designer and you want to go meet with your maybe some packaging vendors who are printing your designs, what a great time to go meet up with them while you're here and have one dinner instead of having to go all over the place. I think that's still the best value for attendees
Yeah.
is that.
Agreed.
And Corey, here's a quick question from Chris Olson. Good morning, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
What any emerging formats, any emerging materials that are plant-based, mushroom, seaweed, et cetera, that are impressing you, that you think are going to change what's happening out there?
Yes, there's quite a few. We haven't really covered that at this event yet, but it's a constant conversation with Atlantic Packaging customers, and they're always asking, okay, what's next? We're seeing a lot of interest in the new seaweed-based polymers like Sway. Eco Enclose is doing a lot of work in that space too. It's exciting to see. So far, the cost has been quite a bit more. So there's a hesitancy to be first in some of those cases, but with volume, those costs should come down.
I saw one at the show. Well, we also have like a meeting with SmartSolve today is another example. They're here at the show, right? And they have some new materials they're going to be launching here in the next few weeks, which I think is incredibly exciting.
Very exciting. Yeah.
And so that's I think a really cool option. But there is a company that does coatings for folding cartons to replace like a plastic coating for a barrier for baked goods. So it's FDA approved, but it is it has a cellulose derivative and will be unimpactful in recycling. So it's stuff like that that's like these little on the margins where we can get these little wins where we can remove plastic where it's no longer necessary. And it's also not the primary cost of the most of that cost of that box is in the paper and the ink and the printing of it, not necessarily the coating. And so while that is more expensive, the overall impact is really limited on a cost standpoint. But the sustainability impact is big because those boxes move from problematic in a MRF to non-problematic, which is a big win.
Yeah, and that's similar to like what Nopla is doing with their seaweed-based coatings.
Yep.
Or the same thing for food, for baked goods, that begins degrading pretty quickly.
I'm excited to learn more about compostables here, because things like Nopla I think that can be recycled, but it can also be composted. So what's the better method, and how will the MRF know what to do with it? And so that's the kind of questions I have for those things, because I think they're the future. And I'm just hoping that they actually get recycled or composted.
Yeah. I mean, in Europe, they've got 47 different bins in everybody's house. So you actually self-separate and it allows for actual composting and, processing correctly. We've got one.
There's actually 60. There's actually 67 different bins.
Yeah.
Johnny, good old Johnny Gary coming in saying he completely agrees. Of course he does, because who doesn't agree with us?
That's right, Johnny.
Keeping his mind and eyes open at the show. Do us a favor, Johnny. Go find Adam. Tackle him. You see him, tackle him. Have
Yeah,
him
by the
sign
way, so
your
I'll only be
chest.
there today. I'll be wearing this shirt, and I have some paper crowns to give away. I've got some Label King rubber ducks to give away, and then I also have some kids books to sign and give away. So come and find me. I'm not going to be at any particular booth. I'll just be wandering around the show, and I would like to not have to bring these back. So happy to give some stuff away.
Awesome, man. Cool. All right. So as a designer going into these things, like you've got your marching orders, right? You get in there, open-minded, go see what's happening, talk to people. If you're in CPG, go see the CPG guys. Go see the guys that are doing the flexible films, that are talking about flexography, that have new barriers, new processes. I always tell you, go talk to the printers, learn what they do on the back end. It's gonna make you a better designer. Now, if you're not a designer, if you're a packaging salesperson, why should you be going to either of these shows? Because that seems like different than
Corey?
going into creative.
Oh, is Corey lost?
I'm back.
Okay. Well, Corey, the question
guys.
is, if you're a packaging salesperson, how do you? Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
Let's go, Johnny.
He's threatening.
I'll
Johnny
find
will
you.
find you.
I want video of him tackling you.
Yeah. So what should you do if you're a packaging sales rep at these shows, Corey?
You should have a plan, and you should have a plan to meet with as many different people as you can and have an efficient route figured out. Make sure you're wearing comfortable shoes because you're going to have to walk a lot. But don't schedule as many specific meetings as you can, because it's difficult to go from this building to that building, back to this building, back to that building. So just have kind of a organic plan where you can say, okay, I'm going to be in this building today. I'll meet with you around this time. That way, it's less rigid, and you can kind of go with the flow.
Yeah. And if you're all right, so don't
wait. I want to add to this.
add away.
Can I add?
There's more. There's more.
There's more.
Yes.
Stop trying to go around and sell to the vendors who are setting up there with their stuff.
Right.
Worst.
Nobody is there to be sold to. Like, you have to understand sales humans. Come on in close. They have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars potentially to get all of their team there. They're not like, oh, I sure hope somebody tries to cold call sell me on something.
Yeah. But they are there to sell.
To sell something.
Right. Yes.
So, go get information if you want to, like stop by their booth, but 5-10 seconds maybe. Now, if you have something to offer them, so let's say it's a contract manufacturer and you have a lot of customers, then go say like, hey, I actually work in this industry. I have a lot of customers. Can I get some information on what you provide? And maybe I have people in my network that I can send your way. That's valuable to them. Tell them that, but then actually do it. Don't make it a bait and switch to be like, gotcha. I don't really have them there, but do you want to buy boxes from me?
Right.
Not going to be fun.
Have you heard about corrugated? That's my favorite.
But it's the same thing as walking into your local grocery store with your homegrown tomatoes and be like, hey,
right.
Do you guys want to buy these?
Yeah, I know you sell tomatoes, but have you seen the?
Yeah, have you seen these 4 that I have? Yeah, I mean,
it's a great analogy.
A ton of money to be there to sell products. None of them are there to buy. If you want to sell at these shows,
get a booth.
Get a booth. Yeah.
Get a booth.
Otherwise, shut up. I don't know how to say that nicely. I know when you're at a booth and people come talk to you, you're like, man, I wish I could tell this guy to shut up. But yeah, that's 100%. And then just make connections. And just be a normal, happy human and connect with
Right.
someone.
Yes.
Actually
Yes.
build relationships.
Yeah.
What a concept.
I've met competitors at these events and had a coffee with them, and then had a call with them, and then just, you develop. All right, we're competitors in this particular part of our lives, but it doesn't mean that you compete in the rest of it. You might have some overlapping interests. You might have some. There may be some synergies there that you wouldn't have found otherwise.
That's a great point. Yeah. Sometimes you find you can actually work together.
Yeah.
And like Adam says many times, if you can't speak highly of your competitors, maybe you're not as confident in your company as you should be.
Well, and also you're not prepared to offer the best solutions for your customers because you don't know what the best solutions are because you don't pay attention to what other people are doing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if they have better solutions and you're not open and willing to offering those, then you really don't have the other person's best interests. You have your own interests in mind. And I think that's a losing strategy.
Yeah, for everyone, for sure.
Right. For everybody. Right.
Yeah.
So, all right, man. So if I'm a designer, I kind of know what I'm doing when I go to these things. If I'm a salesperson, I kind of have an idea of what I can do. Don't fill my entire day with meetings, so I'll miss the whole point of the show.
Right.
Who else is going to these things? If you're a manufacturer, you're the label
Brands,
king.
yeah. They're actually buying, they're interested in the sales pitch at the booth. They want to learn about the latest and greatest. I think there's a lot of value to these shows for people like that are trying to source the latest and greatest material, the most sustainable option, the newest thing.
Yeah, like it was my first time when I was at Label Expo as like a person who has to buy things.
Yeah.
And walking around with that perspective, I was like, oh, now I understand the reason why these things actually happen. It's not just for podcasting. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I need to have a more effective way to wash my Flexo plates. I'm gonna go talk to Flexo Wash.
Yeah. Yep.
And learn a bunch of stuff and set up meetings and stuff. So yeah, that's who it's the most valuable for, I think.
I agree.
Which is probably why I think people should partner with folks like us who are third parties to help amplify the message while they have their booth set up.
Right.
Because you're trying to
Invest in
reach
that.
people. It's not, yeah. I mean, just ask anybody that we've partnered with at these booths, and we'll provide with the metrics on how much it expanded their reach to potential customers.
Yeah.
Right.
So, all right, man. If you have a company and you want to show at one of these conferences, shows, it's not cheap. You've got to get a booth. What conference would you recommend a small company like a Label King, Utah, go and show at, like, realistically?
For me, I would go to the smaller CPG shows. So I'm not going to go to Pack Expo or even like the Expo West. Like that's too big, it's too expensive, and I'm just going to be lost. So I'm going to try to find maybe a regional.
What do you mean you'd be lost?
So the really, really big shows to me, yes, it's going to attract a whole lot of people, but if I'm going to spend a limited budget, I want to make sure that it's focused on a show, for example, in Utah. There's a lot of like these really small regional shows that's for startup companies in Utah. I'm probably going to be more prone to go there than I am Expo West. Even though there's going to be a ton of people, I might go to Expo West to meet with people, but I'm not going to have a whole booth set up as a small company. The bigger companies are going to. My bigger competitors are probably going to have booths there, and that's fine. They have a much bigger budget. They can afford for it to be,
and it's
whatever it is.
And it's a deduction for them that they can handle. But Corey, like we've been to shows where you're going down, it's like huge booth, little table, right? There's like a little table with like one guy, and he's got like Jolly Ranchers on there, and he's got whatever his product is on the table.
Yeah.
And rarely do you see people stopping there.
Yeah, but then on the flip side of that, the first time I met Amp Robotics was at a little tiny booth at a huge show, and
Mhm.
now they have a huge booth at a huge show. So
See what Corey can do for you if he shows up at your booth.
that's right.
That's
It's
what
all
happens.
because of us. It's because we stopped by. That's right. No, you got to start somewhere, and sometimes you just have to, start small and think big.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
then,
and if you're going to, by the way, if you're going to have that, like you better have a really good plan before the show on how to leverage an email campaign, social media, whatever it is, to let people know that you're going to be there, which is probably an
Right.
advantage that I would have at Label King.
Mhm.
But if I didn't have a social media presence already, then I would start with a smaller show. So, I guess I'm kind of arguing against myself where it's like you can go to these bigger shows and get people to come to your booth if you're there. That's the whole name of the game. You want to get people there. And if you can't,
Have a social media plan, right?
it's probably a waste of time, yeah, and money, and a lot of money.
Yeah, agreed. And then I know, like, for us over at IDP, we'll be at London Packaging Week. We'll have a big booth there. We're a big sponsor of the event, and then there's a lot of stuff on the back end that's being done to promote it and get people there, get people to see you. If you're going to
Are you-
sponsor one of these events, you got to make sure that you sponsor, because all these events offer a ton of different sponsorship levels, right? You can sponsor the trash can, you can sponsor the urinal cakes, like, you can, like all the, they got to make money somehow. You just have to find what makes the most sense for you that tells your story, so you're not like the recycling facility and you're you're sponsoring the unrecyclable
The single-use
bottle.
cups, right?
Right. Use cups, right? Yeah, it's like
By the way,
you can't do that.
shouldn't a polypropylene company sponsor the urinal cakes? Just says PP. Brought to you by Pro Impact.
That's a freebie right there. Yeah, like for us, like we're really getting a lot of conversation around connected packaging. So we've got like a full sponsorship, launching a connected packaging thing there. That'll be pretty interesting for people to try out. And it's kind of unexpected, kind of fun thing.
Are you going to get to go to London, Avelio? Are you healed up?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
be there after. I'm going there the long way. I
Nice.
head out to Indonesia to work on some packaging, and then I go from Indonesia.
Classic route to London.
I'll be in Spain for a couple of days, and then I head up to London for a couple of days.
We do need to have a chat with your travel agent. That's not the most efficient way.
I get to stop in Dubai, so I'm a little excited about that.
Oh, cool. I've never been.
Never been either. So
Adam knows everybody there.
There's a really great packaging designer in Dubai who's from Cameroon, Africa, and he lives in Dubai, and he's awesome. I will connect you guys up.
Cool. He's from Cameroon.
Yeah.
Do you like apples? All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Go hunt down Adam at Pack Expo and find Corey at SPC.
First person to tackle one of us on video.
Take a picture. Take a picture with either of these two guys when you see them. Post it on LinkedIn. Tag tag either of them. Maybe you win a shirt.
Ooh,
let's see
I
how
like
many
that.
pictures we get.
I'm just gonna give this shirt away. Just rip it off. Here.
Just rip it off like Hulk Hogan, right?
Underneath is another T-shirt. That's the same one. So he's wearing 7 shirts.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. This was fun. We'll see you guys on Wednesday for Can We Solve It. Check that out. Good stuff.